Now, your KDLT weather forecast.
Well, it's been a long time since we've made snowballs, I guess.
Yeah, that's one positive to look at it, right? It's been a while since someone's had to shovel their driveway. It's about 8.5 months. March 3rd was the last time we had more than an inch of snow. So 8.5 months since we've seen the snow move in, and we've got about 12 more hours until that stuff starts to fly across the Rushmore State. Now, a quiet day with the clouds today. The last 3 days, we've seen plenty of cloud cover. Today, we finally saw the sun. It wasn't so quiet with the wind because we had wind gusts from the northwest blowing up to 50 miles per hour, and it came from the northwest, meaning it pulled down that colder air as well as drier air, and that's why we saw sunshine throughout the day. But now we're starting to see clouds and even some snow build into the Rocky Mountains off towards our west, a sign of what's on its way for tomorrow. 29 right now in Bismarck, 32 in Sioux Falls. That cold continues to sink south. 48 in Kansas City. It's 40 for that high today, exactly on the average for this time of year. And that'll change as we head on into the weekend, as we are expecting some snow to push in earlier tomorrow morning. Now, 4:59 at sunset tonight, and we're going to continue to see the gloomy weather move in through the overnight tonight and as we head on into tomorrow. Chilly across the board, 28 right now, and here in some spots into the lower 30s, right at freezing in Sioux Falls. But it doesn't feel like that. It feels even colder with wind chills right about 19 degrees in here in Watertown, Brookings, and Siston, upper 20s as you get south of I-90. The wind out of the northwest has been persistent all day today, anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour sustained. Some spots 25 to 30 miles per hour sustained in wind gusts. Right now, not too bad at about 30 miles per hour from the northwest, but earlier they were gusting to 55 miles per hour. Pulling down that drier and clear air that we saw all day with that sunshine, but the clouds hanging off towards our west. Those will push in through the overnight tonight, and by about the 7 o'clock hour, south central parts of South Dakota will start to see that snow flying, and then Sioux Falls looking anywhere between 8 and 10 o'clock. But when that will start to move in and really pick up throughout the afternoon, heaviest between the 10 and 2 o'clock hours before wrapping up later in the day. Looks like we could see that into the evening and into the overnight before it finally moves out of the area, leaving us with sunshine on Saturday. However, it'll be chilly with that fresh snowpack. Now, winter weather advisories in the purple, winter storm warnings in the pink, and a winter storm watch in the blue. Those all go in effect tomorrow morning as that system will start to push through. The heaviest snow expected for those in the pink, and that's where our KDLT weather snow forecast shows about 5 to 7 inches of snow possible. 3 to 5 for those in the blue. That does include the city of Sioux Falls, and this track could be a little farther towards the north, so I wouldn't be surprised if Sioux Falls did wind up in some spots with 7 inches of snow, but I think the most likely outcome is between 3 and 5 inches. Overnight tonight, 21 degrees, increasing clouds, and will be chilly. Winds, though, pretty light, 2 to 6 miles per hour. I'm in the snow mode. 3 to 6 inches expected for tomorrow, our first significant snowfall of the year. And it's going to stick around at least through the weekend because the cool temperatures are here. At least we'll have the sun. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, not bad. And that's good news because it's your holiday week. A lot of people will be traveling clear weather all the way up until Thanksgiving Day, 38 degrees.
Maybe it'll help let some of that snow melt.
Yes, it'll melt for those who don't want to shovel their driveway.
There you go. Thanks, Brandon.
Yep.
Brandon is back outside joining us. And how's the snow looking out there right now?
Starting to taper off now, Tom. A couple of little flakes falling from the sky, but nothing heavy at all. Roads still a bit rough, and that total now up to 7.1 inches at the Sioux Falls Airport. Still the 9th snowiest November day in Sioux Falls history, but I tell you what, this system was another 3 miles north. It would probably be the snowiest day in Sioux Falls history. Here at the KDLT studios, right about 9.5 to 10 inches on this ledge, but I tell you what, a lot of that has blown off already. But some spots across the area have seen 17 inches of snow. That's Harrisburg at 274th and 476th Street. Now, places like Marion, Baker Crossing Golf Course, about 15 inches of snow. Lenox, Sanborn, Iowa, over a foot of snow as well. Centerville, around a foot as well. We do have a link on our Facebook and Twitter pages with all the totals. Now, here's a look at the satellite and radar. We are seeing the snow finally tapering off. Northwest Iowa can still expect that for another hour or two, and then that'll taper off. In Sioux Falls, though, pretty quiet. We'll continue to see that snow taper off through the next couple of hours, and then we'll see the sun tomorrow, but it'll be chilly. Details on that in just a couple minutes.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. Yep.
Now, your KDLT weather forecast.
We talked about this before, but it's amazing how folks in Watertown and Aberdeen, even Brookings, nothing.
Nothing. Del Rapids, about 2 inches of
Yeah.
snow. Flandreau, a quarter of an inch. Even northern parts of Sioux Falls didn't see much. If you got just north of I-90, a couple of inches. But once you get south of the city, we're talking about 1.5 feet in some spots. A very strong storm system here, and the real big deal was the strong band that developed earlier this morning. Very impressive snowfall rates of 2 to 3 inches. I'll tell you what, over a 2-hour span, I had 6 inches fall on my car in southwestern Sioux Falls, and I'm sure there were parts that recorded heavier totals over that time frame. And we're going to continue to see that snow stick around because the cold air, well, it's here for the weekend. The good news, the heavy snow is pushing out of here. So we won't see it flying from the air. It'll just be staying on the ground. But the good news is clear skies off towards the west mean things are really clearing. But that means we're in for a cold night tonight. 26 right now in Bismarck, 20 Billings, International Falls, 28 in Sioux Falls, 38 in Chicago. Who's next on the list when it comes to this snowstorm? The high today, 31 degrees, but I don't think anybody really cared about the temperature. They were all worried about how much snow we saw, and pretty sizable totals. The latest report from Harrisburg, 17 inches. Canton, 85th in Minnesota, and Marion also checking in at 16 inches. Marion, that would go down as the second snowiest day all time, not even for the month of November, all time for Marion. Now, Sioux Falls, 7.1 inches at the airport, marks in the top 10 for the snowiest November day. But I tell you what, if that system moved another 3 miles north, we'd be seeing totals like what we had at 61st and Cliff, near 15 inches, which would shatter the record for the snowiest November day in Sioux Falls history. 13.2 inches in Sanborn, Iowa. We've got a complete list on our Facebook and Twitter pages. Head on over there if you're looking for your city, or if you've got a report, send that in to us on KDLT Weather on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll try to get that to the Weather Service. 25 right now in Chamberlain, 24 here, and 23 in Watertown. However, these chilly temperatures are even colder when you factor in the wind. 17 right now in Worthington, Watertown 16, 19 degrees in Sioux Falls and Yankton with a wind chill, a chilly 16 in Lake Andes. And the winds aren't even that high. Northeasterly at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Could see a little bit of drifting, but not like the normal blizzard winds you would see. Especially, can you imagine if the wind we had the last couple of days was out there right now? It would be treacherous. Now, we are still seeing that snow off towards the south, and in Beersford still have one lane open on I-29. So if you are traveling southeasterly on I-29 towards Sioux City, a little messy out there. The good news is things are actually starting to clear up quite a bit, and the skies clear in north central parts of South Dakota. We'll see a sunshine day tomorrow. However, it's not going to be warm at all. Now, Futurecast gets rid of this through the overnight. Skies staying sunny tomorrow morning. Could see some snow showers in southwest Minnesota. Not expecting much accumulation there, but it is adding insult to injury. And then clear skies again on Sunday, a little bit more warmth. Now, winter storm warnings remain in effect for the pink until 9 o'clock this evening. Winter weather advisories for those in the purple. Those will start to decrease as we head on into the overnight as that snow continues to push out of here. But boy, it's going to be a chilly one out there tonight. An extra blanket on the bed, 12 degrees in Sioux Falls, Worthington, and Spencer for your Saturday morning. So you're going to have wind chills in the single digits at times tomorrow. Definitely a parka day. Megan's probably not even going to go outside. 28 Brookings and Watertown, 31 Chamberlain and Mitchell, 28 in Yankton. So that snowfall going to lead to some very chilly highs tomorrow because it's going to be bright out. I say bright because the sun's going to reflect right off of that bright snow. A sunglasses day tomorrow. Now the rest of the week a little warmer, so we'll have a little bit of snow melt. Wednesday though, rain pushes in. Could see some freezing rain overnight into Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, a little snowy.
It seems odd to be talking about rain after what we just went through.
Yeah, and if this snow sticks around, we could have layers of
Yeah.
stuff, and that gets a little messy.
Thanks, Brandon.
Yep.